December 4th, and you probably aren't going to be able to hear me that well because it's windy as shit. So I'll make this quick. Not too much going on this week. There's an expansion for Destiny 2 coming out, The Curse of Osiris. I'll probably film some stuff about that, or at least give like a mini review. And other than that, I'm not really doing much besides working, so now I'm going to go to work because it's really windy. Bye. It is Wednesday, and my hair is getting long as shit. I'm still in the process of editing the video from last week. It still hasn't gone up. It's 20 minutes long, so it's taking me a lot longer to do it. I didn't realize I had ranted and rambled for so long. But I'm not doing anything today. I'm just staying at home, so that's why I really haven't got a chance to do much because I've been preoccupied with other stuff. I don't think I'm actually going to have a set topic this week. In case you haven't noticed in my past one or two videos, I've been kind of, I don't know, depressed, I guess, for lack of a better term. I mean, I'm not like at suicide risk or anything like that, but it's just, there's like a lot I want to do with my life, just in general, and I feel like I'm kind of stuck, you know, like I need to do this before I can do that, and it's a pain in the ass, honestly. You know, I still need to get a car, I need to, you know, go back to college, I need to start, you know, HRT, I need to get a therapist, all this stuff, and each one kind of hinges on the other a little bit, so it makes it even more difficult. And I don't know, it's just getting frustrating. I know I'll get there eventually. It's just, I want to get there now, and I'm like sick of waiting, you know. I feel like I'm gonna waste, you know, my youth, you know, dealing with all this bullshit, and then I'm gonna be, you know, 40, 50 years old, and like I didn't do anything because I wasted so much time trying to get to a point where I could do stuff. It's very irritating, to say the least, but I'm working through it. Hopefully, let's see what happens. But yeah, so sorry that this video is probably going to be short, also not going to be very interesting. Not that any of my other videos are interesting, but in comparison to the other videos, this is probably going to be pretty boring. Yeah, I may talk about Destiny 2 sometime soon. I played it a little bit. I don't want to like talk too much about it right now because I'm still like going through it. The expansion is not great. I'll elaborate more, but more or less, it feels like it could have been a free add-on DLC as opposed to a $20 expansion. But again, I'll probably talk more about that tomorrow. So, yeah. Well, it's Thursday, and it's snowing. For those of you who don't know, I absolutely loathe the snow. I hate winter. I don't even like the way that it looks. Some people are like, oh, snow looks pretty. I don't even like that. I hate the cold. It's not fun. Everything's slippery. It's dangerous. I hate it. Always hated winter. Honestly, I'm not really even a big fan of like the holiday season, just because I'm kind of forced to deal with family that I don't really care for sometimes. I mean, not that I don't like them. It's just I have anxiety, and I just hate being forced in those social situations. Plus, my birthday is on Christmas, so I kind of get screwed because people were like, oh, here's a $20 sweater. This is your Christmas present and your birthday present. I'm like, cool, but you know, most people would get, you know, 2 gifts. So yeah, Christmas, holidays, not a huge fan. You know, I'm not a Scrooge. Like, I'm not saying I hate Christmas, but I'm not a huge fan. That's all. But anyways, moving on. I wanted to talk about the Destiny 2 expansion that just came out. It's called The Curse of Osiris. I was going to go like do a really detailed review of it, but it's so short that there's nothing to talk about. It's got like 5 or 6 story missions, 2 or 3 like post-story missions, and literally every single one of them is the same. You go to a planet, you go to Mercury, you go to the Infinite Forest, which is supposed to be a procedurally generated dungeon, which turns out it was just story space. You don't even get to go into it after the story. That's kind of what they passed it off as during the streams, was like, oh, it's going to be a new place to explore. Nope, it's not. The public space for Mercury is tiny as shit. There's a lot of new guns and armor and stuff, but it's reskins of stuff we already have. All the new exotic armor and weapons we got, half of it was reskins or rehashes of old stuff we already have, and the new stuff is not that great. Plus, they've changed the light level of the raids. They made it lower, and the higher levels are now locked out unless you pay for the expansion. So they're locking people out of content now if you don't pay. I'm honestly pissed off. I know it's not necessarily Bungie's fault because they have a contract with Activision and they are notorious for doing this kind of BS. But it's still really disappointing to go from the really, really good version of the game in Destiny 1 that was back in September, a year ago, 2 years ago, and it's now turned to this. And Destiny 2 is not great. It's not good. And I'm really disappointed because I was so excited for it. And, you know, the base game of Destiny 2 was okay, I guess. Wasn't fantastic, but it was okay, you know. I thought it was a good jumping off point for the new expansions. And then seeing the Curse of Osiris expansion, I'm I'm reluctant to buy any more expansions after the first season, or after the first season passed, because they're just not good. So, if you already own Destiny, if you're really invested in the game, maybe you want to buy it. If you were on the fence about buying Destiny as a whole, it's a pass. Don't even buy it. It's not even worth it anymore. 3 out of 10. Probably won't play again. It's Friday, and now the snow is gone. Welcome to Michigan. So I still haven't edited the video from last week. Like I said, it's 20 minutes long of me just rambling, but I just haven't had time. Mostly because I'm working 6 days this week because one of our cooks had a family emergency he had to attend to, and then another one had some car trouble, so he can't make it to work for the next few days. So I'm left with covering shifts and working longer, so I've just been kind of exhausted every night when I come home from work, which means I haven't had time to actually edit the video. Which sucks because I've been pretty good the past few weeks about editing on time and getting everything done. That's kind of what I wanted to do, is get into the groove of making sure the videos come out on time. This is the first week in a while where I've kind of fell behind, but I will get it out before this video is done. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. But overall, this has kind of been a really uneventful week. A lot of working, nothing of note has happened. I might even actually cut this video short. I know it's going to be like 2 minutes long, but there's literally nothing going on. Although Christmas is coming up, so I have stuff to film for that. I will be going to my mom's house Christmas Eve and spending the day with my mom, my 2 sisters, and my stepdad. So that'd be kind of cool. And then I'm going to my grandmother's house. I see my stepmom, I see my stepbrother, or my half-brother, sorry. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Well, it's been a while since I've seen them, really hung out with them, so it'd be kind of cool to just chill out, relax, have some time off from work. I'm going to try to get the day after Christmas off, so that way I have Christmas Eve night off, Christmas Day, and the day after. Plus, sometime soon, maybe even next week, I'm going to take a day off to drink because it's going to be my birthday on Christmas. And since no one can actually hang out with me on Christmas, I usually do something on a different day. Plus, my friend Callie says she was going to try to make it into town, and we're going to hang out. So I'll film that too, since I don't think she's ever been in a video yet. She's definitely like my best friend, but she lives in Saginaw, and I don't have a car, so it kind of makes us hanging out really, really difficult. So y'all have that to look forward to. But other than that, I think it's pretty much it. It's Saturday. I just got to work. I'm in the bathroom right now. I just have like super bad anxiety. We got our first snowfall of the year, and winter gives me anxiety as it is. I hate being in the snow. I hate driving in the snow because I've been in a couple accidents. So it already ramps my anxiety up. And plus, like the holidays, I'm kind of forced to be around people more, which gives me more anxiety. And then to top it all off, now the student loan company wants me to start paying back the student loans, which I can't, obviously. And I'm going to try to defer them because I'm going to go back in January. But then I realized I won't be finished off paying for my past semester until January, which is after the point I need to be in class. So I don't think I can start class until April, which is going to put me back even farther. So I'm anxious about that too. It's like, there's a lot of anxiety right now, and I'm not really sure how to deal with it, and it's getting super frustrating. Well, there's no way around it. It's pretty much winter now, and that sucks. Not really a fan, but hopefully it's a mild winter, and we don't have like our crazy 2 feet of snow, everyone's trapped in their houses for days kind of winters, because I'm really not a fan of that. But it's Sunday. Hopefully I get off fairly early, and hopefully I have tomorrow off. I have to edit last week's video, and then this week's video, the one you guys are watching now. I kind of got behind. Like I said, I was working a lot this week. We had some people call in and some schedule changes, and I had to cover some shifts, but everything should be okay. And I'll be editing those videos tonight, hopefully. But about yesterday and like my minor anxiety breakdown, I mean, long story short, I just have a lot of stuff to deal with in a short amount of time. Well, I guess not even a short amount of time. There really is no time limit on anything. It's just I want it done sooner rather than later. Like, I still have to finish college. But to do that, I need to sign up for classes. But I can't do that until I pay off my past semester. Can't do that until I have enough money to do it. And the deadline to sign up for winter semester is like rapidly approaching. Like, I'm running out of time here. And what's going to end up happening is I'm going to not be able to take winter semester, have to wait till spring, which puts me behind even further, which means I'm going to have to call the student loan company to see if they can defer my loans even farther. It's just adding a bunch of stress that I don't need. And to top it all off, before I can even do any of that, I have to make an appointment with the advisor to see where I'm at as far as what class I need to take, because I may be switching majors again. I'm not entirely sure. So a lot of stuff I have to figure out. Plus, I still don't have a car. Plus, I'm still trying to figure out transitioning and figuring out a doctorate. Plus, I need a therapist to get psych meds. Like, bunch of shit I got to figure out, and I don't really know where to start. Oh, and I still haven't got divorced yet. Still got to do that too. Like I said, crap ton of shit to do, and like the anxiety of having so much shit to do is stopping me from doing the things I need to do, which in turn makes me more anxious. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone gets anxious and apprehensive about stuff, but having like an anxiety disorder like I do, I can't do anything. Like, I don't go out with people. Like, I don't do shit because I'm so wound up and stressed and anxious all the fucking time. And it's miserable. It's fucking miserable. Which is why I'm working on trying to get help for it or whatever. To maybe take some anti-anxiety meds. But again, each step of this plan hinges on the other. So it's making it difficult to make any forward progress, since I have to complete step 5 before I can complete step 1. But I can't go to step 2 till I do step 7. Like, it's bullshit. And I don't like it. And I'm not a fan. But, you know, whatever. But that's it for this video. Next week, stuff, possibly things, maybe even content. Haven't quite decided on that. Bye.